Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'll show you how I made cheesecake. So first, I'm going to start off with 205 grams of digestive biscuits. And I'm going to crush this so that it becomes a fine consistency, as this is going to become my crust. I don't have a food processor, so that's why I'm using a rolling pin to get this into a fine consistency. So here's my crust after crushing the biscuits. Now I'm adding some spices to my crust because I want my crust to be flavorful, but not too flavorful because I don't want it to overpower my cheesecake. Now I'm just going to mix this around in my bag because I don't have a food processor, so I have to be creative. Now I'm adding 2.5 tablespoons of butter to my crust. Now I'm just mixing the butter around in my crust to ensure that it is evenly distributed. Here I'm just pouring my crust in my baking pan. Here I'm using a cup to mold the crust into the shape I want it to be. I'm pressing the crust onto the pan so that it will stick to the pan. Now I'm going to bake my crust for 10 minutes on 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So this is my cream cheese that I made in the last video. I used 2 liters of milk and I allowed it to be refrigerated overnight. So it's much of a thicker consistency now. 2 liters of milk made 12 ounces of cream cheese, so I was a little bit short because I needed 18 ounces. I added 5 tablespoons of sugar to my cream cheese. Now I'm adding a little bit of salt to my cream cheese. I'm adding 6 tablespoons of sour cream. Add in 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Here I'm adding 3 tablespoons of flour, one at a time. I was too lazy to use a sieve. I'm using a hand mixer to ensure that everything is smooth. Here I'm just adding 3 eggs to my mixture, one at a time. I'm just putting some aluminum foil around my pan to ensure that the water from the water bath does not get into my cheesecake. I'm adding hot water to my second pan to make the water bath for my cheesecake. I'm adding my cheesecake mixture to my baked crust. First, I bake this on 450 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 minutes and then 250 degrees Fahrenheit for 1 hour and 10 minutes. So now it's time for the jiggle test. Since it jiggled in the middle only, it's ready. Allowed it to cool in the water bath for 45 minutes. Then I allowed it to cool to room temperature. After it has cooled to room temperature, it's time to place it in the fridge. I made a mistake by using plastic wrap because I saw everyone else using it, but it's a no-no. Instead, I opted to use another pan to cover it. I left the cheesecake in the fridge to set overnight. Here's my cheesecake! I was so proud of myself because this is my first time baking anything, my first cheesecake, and my first cake overall. And yes, guys, it was really good. Thank you all for watching.